Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome to Gallop 2003. It's August 10th I'm recording this, so last episode was uploaded on July 8th, which means I could have recorded that episode a weekend earlier than that. So yeah, it's been about a month. I've actually played this game recently, just off stream. I was testing out some things with some of my horses, but yeah, it's been a while since we played, so not as long as it used to be. I mean, do you guys remember those days where I just wasn't uploading consistently on that channel? Like I said, I've been off of that now for the last 2 years, but I remember like during that initial playthrough of 2004, I legitimately was not playing this game on a consistent basis. I would periodically maybe drop an episode and then disappear for like a couple of months and then come back. And I just want to say I apologize to all you guys for that, because yeah, I could have been more transparent just kind of about my schedule, or I could have kept you guys in a loop better than I did. And I just, those of you that have still been here and still have been supporting me, of course, I just feel bad for feeling like I kind of let you guys out to dry those couple of years, So yeah, I mean, I've been getting a lot more comments about 2003, and it's like, ironically, when I get away from 2003, then more of the comments about different things in the game start coming up. I'm just like, come on, where were these comments when I was uploading 2003 like on a regular basis, man? Of course, I'm being funny, but really, it's like more and more comments have started to end up on my channel about 2003. Well, after I've stopped playing for the last, like I said, month. But I felt like when I was playing the game, nobody... I'm not going to say nobody. I felt like maybe it was only like 5 people that maybe cared about 2003, and everybody else just doesn't like it as much, which I understand. That's fine. It just seemed like there's more interest in it now. Like, I'm getting more comments about it now that I haven't been playing compared to when I was playing. So Mustang Alpha, he should be strong. New foal. This is Crimson Art and Big Monsters foal. Wow. And it's another boy, bro. Come on. Actually, I can reload this save, right? Because I haven't done a race yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna name this horse and reload the save. I wonder if it's permanently gonna be a boy. This is that one time where the one rare time where I may reload my save just a couple of times. I just want to see if I can still get a girl. I mean, we've had colts for the last 7 or 8 years, guys. We haven't had a filly since Castus Gal. That's a long time ago in this playthrough. At this point, it's at least been 6 years minimum. I would say still it's close to 7 since I've retired her, I feel. All right, so let's see. Oh, I do have to do training again, which is kind of annoying. Alright, well, I think after this training session, doesn't it take us right to breeding? Or do I have I swear it takes us right to breeding. So like, I don't even have a chance to skip it, because I don't want to have to redo this a bazillion times. But I want Mustang Alpha to be very fast, so... And this is an easy... I mean, the speed is much easier for me to do. I don't think doing the others really makes that much of a difference, but... I think if you're really good at it, it makes more sense to do whatever you're good at. More so than trying to do something that you're not good at, but then you get like a low score like in the 70s or low 80s. Like, that's not going to really help you out as much. You're better off just excelling at whichever mini game you do the best at, regardless of its category. Just to make sure you're maximizing the points. Well, that worked out better. 96 points. Or guts. It's not our highest, but it's decent. I'm very curious if the game has already programmed my foal to be a boy. You see, I can't even like... I have to just press X. There's no way for me to skip out of this, so... I'd imagine... Healthy boy. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Oh, gosh, that name. Eric, what are you doing? Stop. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get like demonetized on YouTube. Oh my goodness. The first one wasn't bad, but the second one could have gotten bad. So yeah, I'm gonna reload it one more time, and this is officially the last time. You guys know I hate reloading save. I cannot do it in my video gaming. It drives me nuts. At that point, I just don't want to play the game anymore if I feel like I have to reload it more than like 3 times. Especially if it's like 3 long times or 2 long times. Like, this is really quick, so I don't mind it. But if this was any longer, I wouldn't be doing it, probably. I can't do it, man. I really can't. Yeah, I really, really cannot do it. Just doesn't work for me, man. Like I said, it takes me out of the gaming. Like, when I'm gaming, I'm immersed. I feel like having to reload my save more than a couple of times, it takes me away from being immersed, because then I feel like I'm just trying to cheat the game, essentially, to give me something that I want, and like, that's not fun to me as a gamer. So like, it's just kind of annoying that I even have to do this, because it's like, I don't want to be doing this. I'd rather just get into the game and roll on. But I feel just like the game has already predisposed us to just having having a cult. I wish it was a freaking filly, because like I said, the last one we had was Cassius Gal, man. She's been off the track for a long time now. Yeah, I scored 2 points lower, but whatever. I mean, it was still going to be a good grade regardless. Yeah, I still feel like they're just going to give me a boy. And I don't know why. Like, why are they just feeding me boys all the time? Like, why can we not have any fillies? It's so weird. It's so weird that they haven't given me a filly in a long... Like, year 25. Like, yeah, the horse is coming out the same. So this was already predetermined. This is how he's going to look. Oh, gosh. So the game must already predetermine your horse's gender well before you get to the final week, I think. I think it's already predetermined earlier than that, which is kind of a bummer, but... Okay, I need to look at names. Names. This is Crimson Art and Big Monster. Crimson Art and Big Monster. Well, we'll let you guys... I think that's the full. I can't even remember. Let me not even make things up. Sorry, I'm just looking for the spreadsheet that has the names you guys have. And I'm just creating new spreadsheets that I don't actually need. Way to go, Eric. Okay. I have way too many spreadsheets. That's actually the problem. That's why I can't ever find anything. Okay. You know what? We have a good organization of things on 2004. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to mess that up. 2003, I felt like it's been a little bit more free liberties. Once we start getting more of our really good creatives in the barn, I'll start treating this game like 2004, where you guys will name most of the foals. Gosh, I don't even know what to name this guy. I did have a name in mind, but I can't remember it. Yeah, I really can't remember it. Wow. Now you know what? Because I'm gonna have to think about it, and I don't really want to do that. I'm just gonna use one of you guys' names. Who have I not used in a while? Could look in the Discord, see what you guys have left. Horse names. Like I said, I have a list as far as like, going down each person's name and using that. So example, we would start like at Abigail, then go to KNS, then go to Herminio, then Kayla, so on and so forth. I have organization that way everybody is getting a name at some point. I don't want to like pick and choose. Marcos, I know Marcos is still around. I just don't think he comments anymore. He has some good names, but I don't know if it feels weird to use him if he's not actively watching. Or at least not actively commenting. I wonder... Super Skills. Super Skills, I don't know if you've been around lately. Yeah, I have a name that I really... Actually, hold on. I think I have an idea. I'm combining a name from a recent movie that I watched, describing the alien creature in the movie and its hunting behaviors. It's sci-fi stuff. Anybody knows the Alien versus Predator universe? Well, I'm specifically talking about predators, aka the Yautja. I hope at least one person knows what I'm talking about. You know, the recent Predator movie that just came out, they described that Predator as more feral, primal, whatever. You know, it was his first time on Earth. So the word primal, I gathered from that, and then justice comes from a name that I did see that said something justice, cosmic justice, but I wanted something different than cosmic because I feel like we've had a lot of cosmic, cosmo, you know, whatever, through the game, so I wanted to do something different. So primal justice. So I'm going to name this guy, because I'm hoping he'll be that type of horse, where he will just be just like a true running on his own accord racehorse. Let's go look at him in the barn. Dear Vivid Dream drops to C because he's already peaked. I think I'm still trying to get another title with him. His speed has already dropped 2 points. So maybe time to retire him. He got 7 grade 1 wins. Not Hall of Fame worthy. Monsters Legend. I need to do more with him. I mean, he's 3 years old now, fortunately, so still a lot of room to grow. And then we have Social Brandy. So I'm going to go to the pasture. Let's go check this guy out. So, I mean, they're just giving me boys, man. Like, where are the fillies? Where are the girls? We need some right now. Catch this guy retired, I think, in year 25 in this game. And now you guys look at the top left. We're in year 32. Year 32. And there's still not a filly from any of my breeding. That's insane. So, Paracosm is looking really strong. And Primal Justice is from Perfection and Big Monster. Oh. I don't... Wait. Okay, Perfection. So let's look at Perfection's bloodline. He is 3rd generation. So this horse is going to be a 4th generation horse on his father's side. Do I have any 4th generation horses in Gallop Racer 2004 yet? I don't know. Maybe we do. Probably, hopefully by now. So, Crimson Art and Perfect Partner created the daughter Perfect Art. You guys remember her. And then Perfect Art and Vivid Legend created Perfection. And now Perfection and Big Monster have created Primal Justice. I mean... He has a very good pedigree on his father's side, so that combined with Big Monster, he should be good. I hope so. And Paracosm from Crimson Art and Big Monster. Again, expecting good things from this horse, because I think Vivid Legend is kind of hit or miss as a sire for me in this game. Like, he gives my horses good stats. I know I can win some grade 1s, but they don't achieve as much as I think. I think when it comes to Crimson Art, as long as I'm breeding him with the right broodmare, I think they've given us our, you know, our best horses. Think about it. Honeybee comes from Crimson Art, and Honeybee and Scotch Dancer, I think, is who Honeybee. I mean, Crimson Art and Scotch Dancer is who I think Honeybee came from. Yeah, Crimson Art, Scotch Dancer. So, yeah, man. I mean, Honeybee to me has been our strongest horse outside of Vivid Legend in this game, right? I mean, Honeybee achieved crazy things once she hit her peak. She was so fast. Nobody could catch us in the stretch when she was running as a closer. So, I'm saying that just to show you, like, I think Crimson Art has given us better foals. Catch this gal. She's from Crimson Art and Dear Puffy. She started to really turn things up later into her career. Perfect Art was awesome, obviously. From Crimson Art and Perfect Partner. And that's another one, you know? Like, I feel like most of Crimson Art's girls that I've had, they've been good horses. And the broodmares, I think, were weaker than Big Monster to an extent. So I think Crimson is still the way to go. I love Vivid Legend. I just think Crimson Art works better as a sire. I really do. Like, I love Vivid. You guys know that. But I definitely think Crimson Art provides you better foals most of the time. Because he's such a solid horse. Like, he doesn't really have any bad stats. Like, all of his stats are like a low B and high, or I should say a high B to low A and up. Like, he's solid across the board. So you're always going to get horses with good stats. But anyways, we're up in the second cup. I was going to say in the Dear Vivid Dream Cup. You guys know when I'm stumbling over things and just not making sense. It's late, and it is. It's 12:30. It's been an extremely long day. Extremely long day, not just of work, but family stuff and just situations. So, yeah, but I'm happy to be recording and playing with you guys. So, or I'm playing and you guys are watching me, whatever. I mean, you know, the thing is, in Dear Vivid Dream, he's up in the second cup, GWS as well for the Terps. So we have to try to win. I don't know how I'll do because I've played this game, like I said earlier in the video, in a couple of races, just testing something out on, I think, Monsters Legend. I was trying to understand why it seems like he closes so slow, but it's because he has a bad response rating. Outside of that, though, I wasn't really trying. I mean, I was trying to win, but not like super serious. Not like, oh, I really want to win this race. I was just like, okay, if we win, we win. If not, I don't care. Like, I'm just trying to figure this horse out. So I don't know how I'll do is what I'm trying, you know, to say. But what I was going to go into, you guys know there's always one thing I like to kind of rant about. You know, older people that aren't like hip to technology and like gaming, like they don't understand like why people like me or you guys like to play games or watch people play games. They see it as such a waste of time. So then like when it comes to like this whole YouTube and streaming thing, where in my case I'm the gamer, the entertainer, and then you guys are the viewers, you know, the watchers, whatever. And people are like, well, isn't that weird? Like, why don't those people just play the game? And I'm like, no, it's not weird. People watching you play a game online is the same thing as watching them play in person. You know, like, if you're watching me online in another universe or whatever, like if we all knew each other like in the same area, you would just be at my house or whatever watching me play. Like, that's how me and my friends were growing up. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't enjoy playing myself, but I liked watching my friends play because I thought they were better and, you know, just more entertaining at it. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. Like, there's no pride in saying like, oh, I don't want to watch anybody play a game I'm not good at, it, or I'm just whatever about. You know. So it just always lets you know just how out of date old people are when they say those things, because like they don't even think about the fact that like you all watching me through your tablets, computer screens, whatever on the internet is no different than if you guys were literally like in my living room and then I'm just playing and then we're all just kind of, you know, sitting around just having a good time. Like, plenty of people have grown up playing video games that way. Only difference is now because of technology we can do it from home and not actually have to be in the same place. That's literally it. So it amazes me when people act like they can't understand why people like streamers or anybody. You know, it's so outdated. It's so weird. Now, Dear of a Dream, he's not really rolling at all. He's getting kind of smoked here today. He's going to finish at last place. This is what I mean. Like, I didn't know how I was going to do. I think it's probably time I retire him. I wanted to get him another title, but I don't know if he's... I'll check his last 10 and just see how we've done with him. If we've struggled, then I'll probably retire him. If not, you know, that was just a bad race that I wish I could have back. And we were supposed to finish way higher than that, so... Supposed to finish 7th, yeah. I didn't have him in the right position either. I mean, I had him way too far to the front. That was a race I wasn't paying attention on, but it's fine, you know, because, like, I think I was going to try to get him in that GWS, but, again, I missed the window, like I did in 2004. He doesn't get any points. Social Brandy does, so he's in the GWS fight. So, let me make sure, does Social Brandy have a GWS title? Do you have any titles? No, okay, so he's in the GWS hunt for real this year, and we can get him that turf title, or dirt, right? Yeah, I think well, wherever I'm running him. Okay, Dear Vivid Dream, your last 10. No, we've actually won recently, so I just kind of botched those races. I mean, I botched that race. That sucks. I mean, that was a big race for us, and I somehow... Gosh. I don't want to reload. I don't want to go through all that again. You know what I mean? Like, how far back would it... I mean, did I even save after that? No. That was a really bad race, wasn't it? Am I really going to do this? Yep, I'm doing it. This is the one and only time, guys. One and only. And we're doing something like this. I did it first for the breeding. And I figured also because of that bad result. So this is going to be a long episode, so it's fine. Even though this is not exactly the fun part. But we're getting there. But yeah, just that was so bad. That was too bad of a race to wash away. Like, I was gonna be okay with it if I had already been doing bad, but the fact that I won the last 2 with him, no, that means I definitely was not in rhythm that race. I definitely got going way too late on my spurt. That's one obvious thing. Got going way too late. So yeah. Gotta do better than that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm trying to absolutely go for the win, But we got to finish in the top 5 at least. Like, Dear Vivid Dream is still a decent horse to finish in the top 5 in a race like that. So I can't settle for lower than that. No excuses. I don't even know what to tell you guys. I redo that and I actually make that worse. It's not going to be a 90. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm like... you know, it would be different if this horse was actually going to be a girl, but no, it's just going to be a boy. So, alright, I'm redoing that race. Going to finish a lot better. Got to get him going sooner. And then just try to finish, like I said, in the top 5. And then go from there. Because I thought he was going to, you know, start to really pick it up, but he didn't go anywhere. He just kind of stopped and then just started falling backwards. So I definitely waited too long. That's for sure. I waited way too long. That shouldn't have happened. Let me make sure I just got all his stats. Okay, I mean, his stats are not great, but he still has... I mean, he still has good stats to finish in the top 5. I messed that up so bad. I got going way too soon. Because he didn't really tire out. And now since I don't want to redo this, make sure I say. Sorry about that, but I mean, the only thing about this game is I can't talk about as much in regards to our future as I can with 2004, because in 2004 we're literally racing like 15 horses, you know. So there's a lot for me to talk about. Of course I said about twice. Talk about, and then I was going to say about. There was a lot of things that we can talk about on 2004 because a lot of the horses I'm racing with are my originals, and I'm already thinking years ahead in regards to like breeding and, you know, planning. In this game, that's harder to do because you're limited with how many horses you're running with. And currently, I'm only running with 2 of my originals, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with either of them as far as breeding is yet. I mean, I would like to try. I think Dear Vivid Dream is good enough to give him a shot. I mean, it's Crimson Art and Dear Puffy. I think he would be a good sire to have. And he's got 7 grade 1, so he's no slouch by any means. And he's got a mile champ title. So, I mean, for what it's worth, he's doing, you know, well enough. Obviously, the ceiling's much higher. Yeah, first of all, let me get this dude in position right off the bat. You know, and then we can roll in. But yeah, it's just not as much I can discuss currently until I feel like all of our horses that we're racing with are originals.
The horses are on the track.
And obviously a good rule of thumb I need to get to is having 4 original horses that I'm racing with and then 2 spots for breeding. But then obviously once we start running out of limited space, I am going to have to start retiring horses sooner if they're not performing, instead of stretching it out. So yeah. So I drop him back. Not this far back, bro. Come on. It is so much harder to run on the turns in this game. It's unreal. Like, the difference between this and 2004 and on that regards are night and day. This race is not going well either. I dropped him back too much initially. I didn't even want to do that. Should have just kept him where he was at. He would have been fine. So I'll keep him here. His fuel was a little bit off, and I don't think he has a bad fuel rating. I'm struggling to adjust. Even though he has a wide range of feel. Maybe it's his response. I don't know. Might be his response. It's only 63, so I just feel like he's just kind of late to what I'm asking him to do. I gotta get him going. Dude, you're fine. We gotta go now. Gotta get a much earlier start and see what he can do. He's got a good drive here. Horses are still beating us, but this is better. Don't start falling down. Come on, Dream. Come on, man. Am I starting him too late still? He's not even running out of stamina. I don't know what's happening. I redid all of that just to not even finish better than I was. Well, that was a colossal waste of time, and I'm sorry about that. I probably should edit that out of this video. Okay, if I'm editing this out, then what you guys are hearing is not going to matter. But if I keep this in, then... oh, you guys know what I mean. Golly. But no, I mean, I've talked about some important things. I'm keeping this all in, realistically. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I just can't win a race with him, or... so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save. I'm not redoing that. I mean, maybe I probably need to get him going sooner than that, because he still has a lot of stamina left. But his stamina is only 59. It's not even that good. I'm going to run with him in just a normal race at that distance and see if it's... actually, let me save him with his stats now, because I need to see if his stats dropping so much. His stats have dropped quite a bit in a month. Some of them dropped like 4 points. That's a little unusual. But I still feel like I should be doing better in that race, and I just feel like I'm struggling with the horse now for some reason. Again, I haven't played this legitimately in a month, but it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, like it should not be that bad. Where I feel like I can't win, or we can't win, and we're finishing in 10th. I've gone a lot further, you know, a lot longer without playing, and I've been much better. So, oops. Yeah, I just want to see one race, and then we'll roll on. Like, if I just can't figure it out with the horse, and it is what it is. Which is weird, because like I've been doing good with him, so why do I feel like I'm out of rhythm with him all of a sudden? That just feels strange. Okay, I just need to... I mean, can I run him in that second cup? Yeah. Let's actually do this race again. How old is he? He's 5 now, right? See, these are his boosted stats. If I win this race with his boosted stats, then obviously I know it is the stats, right? But if I still struggle, then I know it's something wrong I'm doing with the horse. Actually, this would be a pretty good example. A test to see if it is just me, or if it's actually just the horse's stats. Long shot odds now. Why? As a 5-year-old? Or are these the real odds that the game should have been giving me anyways? Maybe they were giving me way higher odds than I deserved? You know what I mean? I know he's won this race before, I think. He's came off of 2 international grade 1s, but... Yeah, I'm really curious, because for me to be in rhythm with a horse and then all of a sudden to struggle so badly, that's uncharacteristic. There's something more to that. There's definitely something more to that. I just don't know what. So let's see. If I can do better here, then I know it's just the stats, which would kind of be disappointing. And, I mean, that second cup race, it's always a tough field. You always have tough horses here. Separate hawk, or that's not separate, separate marks. Okay, I don't really like where I'm at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. Dude, I do not like where I'm at. Okay, good. Exactly where I wanted to be.
Okay, this is where the
I think I gotta start pushing him now, because... okay. Much better launch. Does he fight better if he's towards the front? He's still dropping, though. He's still dropping. I mean, we are a long shot. Maybe he's just not good for this race. I'm still finishing the same. I feel like the game is... I mean, the game is never super accurate with its odds. I mean, plenty of times, I'm usually not the favorite. They put me as, like, 4th or 5th favorite, which really, if the game had better mechanics, it would figure out that I should be the first favorite with my horses and I'm winning consecutively on, but it doesn't key into that. It's not that advanced. Maybe that's the problem. I'm supposed to finish 13th and I finished 10th, and there's double S on the stretch. That's the same way I ran the stretch the last race before that. So yeah, I just think maybe Dear Vivid Dream wasn't meant to win that race. Seemed like they had us at 7th out of 14th. That's where they thought I should finish, in 7th place. I think the best effort is 10th. That's 3 races back to back. I just think that may have been a tough race for him regardless. And then, of course, the drop in stats would have made a big difference in that too. So I'm still going to give him one more shot. I'm glad I did that, because otherwise I wouldn't really know, and then maybe I would prematurely retire him and we can still bounce back. So I'm going to give him one more shot. I would like to probably race him in something easier, for one. Just see if that makes a big difference for him or not. Yeah, Dream. So we're gonna see how that works, bud, because I don't think that was reflective of what we can actually do at all. Spring Mile. He's already got Mile Champ. I mean, I definitely should be saving that for somebody else. But then again, none of my other horses I think even have a win at a mile. So I guess if anybody's gonna get it, that would be him. It's not gonna count towards anything, but I mean, I don't want to run him 10.5 in the International, 9.5 in the Fleet. 10 furlongs might also be a stretch for him as well, though. His stamina is only 59, right? Stamina is only 59. Granted, 10 shouldn't be terrible with his other stats, so we'll do that and see what happens. But yeah, I don't think that's reflective at all of, you know, I think that race is probably just going to be difficult no matter what. Especially with him on the decline now and just whatever. But I felt like we won that race, but I can't go back and look, so maybe we haven't. I know we've won a big GWS race. I don't know if it was that one or Diamond or something like that. But Social Brandy's up. We are the favorite here in this 10.5. Procedure leg type. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I felt like on the game in that open race I just did, when they said I was supposed to finish 14th, I felt like that was more accurate. And then when our odds were $54 to 1, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what it felt like. That's what the ride felt like. It just felt like we just, you know, when you put your horse in a race that it's not supposed to be in, like if you have a turf horse in your early game, and the horse doesn't have great stats, and then you put them in a dirt race, like it's a noticeable difference how bad they are, especially if that's not their preferred you know, course. That's what it felt like with Vivid. It just felt like no matter how we ran that race, it was just going to be hard because that just wasn't a good race for him. For whatever reason. I don't know if it was because of the competition or the track layout. I have no idea. Okay, so here is Social Brandy here. Social, I mean, this horse is great, man. Really responsive, and yeah, I don't have to ask a whole lot of him. Sometimes he does kind of want to start to bolt, but I just have to remind him we're in it for the long haul. So, yeah. Five and a half furlongs left to go. Stamina is looking good.
5 furlongs to go.
There's something about the mechanics of how the horses move in this game that I like. It may not be the most realistic,
Okay,
but
this is where the race is won.
I don't know. There's something about it that I do appreciate. Okay.
Show your guts.
Alright. I guess started too soon.
Furlongs to go.
Nah, he's strong enough, right? Yeah. You see, like, it was definitely the horse in the race for sure. Because I'm like, there was no way I was just finishing that badly. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't the case at all. I couldn't, the horse just, even if I got the horse started early or late, both times the horse just started dropping back. It was just like the race was just too hard. Social Brandy, let's go, my boy. It's easy money with social branding, man. Easy. Again, another horse that like I feel like people haven't talked about enough. Either that or I'm finding the gems or something. Because this guy's pretty freaking nice, man. His 5th grade 1 win on the turf. And we set a record as well. So, of course, we're going to say that 7-length winner. Alright, last one on this memory card. I'm very relieved to know everything I went through with the redos, it was actually worth it, because I realized and figured out something that I needed to know, that could have changed the entire landscape of how this year and the next episode or two would have played out, obviously. And like I said, making a decision that maybe I wouldn't have been able to take back if I would have retired Dear Vivid Dream based off of that poor performance. Good thing I found out, no matter how well or whatever I ran him, especially the last race I ran with him, I had double S on the stretch, so it wasn't like I mistimed it or anything, and I felt like I got it going at the right time. If he was any other horse, like if he was probably Social Brandy in that position, he would have won that race. So definitely think it was just the race and Dear Vivid Dream just kind of being in a bad spot now. And like I said, I'm still going to race him in that Mile Champ Cup and see if he can win that. If he can, then okay, I know I just have to race him in lower competition. But if he still struggles to win that, then I think that's just kind of a reflection of not only, you know, him being done, but I mean, 8 furlongs should fit within his range, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if he can't win that against domestic competition and going 2 furlongs shorter, I think that's a clear sign that, like I said, he also is probably just kind of past that point, which is so weird because, like I said, I won the last 2 grade 1s with him, and they were both on an international circuit. So I'm still struggling to understand or believe that like he's just fallen off that badly in between really a month or maybe 2 months and where we are now. Like, that'd be pretty significant. I just don't know if I believe that yet, honestly. Well, Monsters Legend in the no, you've already run in the Golden. Social Brandy, what are we gonna do for you, dude? That was grade 1 win number 5. So you're 7 for 10. We're on a winning streak. Fast pace, okay. I like that in the horse, man. A horse that likes to run fast is a good horse to have. Because most horses struggle against the fast pace. So if you have a horse that likes to run it, you pretty much control your own destiny and you control the field. So he's going for that mid-champ title. A couple more grade 1s at 10 furlongs and he'll be there. Yeah, 9 to 11 and a half, actually, now I think about it. So he has quite a bit of time to get that. Summer GP, I think that falls within the range. But should we have him in the GWS? Okay, well, summer, his races aren't going to start. Okay, he still has a little bit of time for GWS in July. Cool. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put him in that summer GP. I could run him in the Caesars Cup, but I mean, if he's a turf horse, I'd rather keep him strong there, guarantee the win. And yeah, Vivid Dreams. I'm going to put him in the mile, see how he does. And we'll just go from there. I want to monitor his stats, see if they're still dropping. Okay. I wonder if it's every week, every other week, or just like every month. Check it one more time. Okay, no, maybe it's every month. Whatever. Let's race. Let's race. Monsters Legend, he's up. His first time on the screen today. Second favorite, third favorite. Yeah, we're third favorite behind Tropical Gem and Stern Liquor. I mean, those are 2 tough horses, man. Pure Cat's also going to be keeping us there. Easy Treaty as well. It's a tough Golden Derby, considering. I don't feel like this race is usually that stacked, but this is a pretty stacked race. So, Monsters, you like to run towards the front, right? No, closer. Okay. Monster's still really strong. Why do I feel like I'm just underachieving with him? I mean, his response rating I have to be really mindful of. Like, I have to get him going a lot. But the good thing is he can keep his main top speed, and he also has good stamina. So, yeah, I gotta start winning with him. But again, he just turned 3. He's 3 years and 4 months old. Like, there's still plenty of time. Like, as long as he gets rolling before the end of this year, he can have a heck of a 4-year-old season for sure. Because we have long growth type, late sustain, basically. He won't start peaking until he's 5. So as long as I get zeroed in with him as a 3-year-old now, the 4-year-old season should... If everything goes according to plan, but you guys know with me and Gallop Racer, things don't always go quite according to plan. I didn't mean for that to sound like the Joker, but that's really how it feels. I have all these great ideas and great goals, and it's like, yeah, no, it didn't really happen like that, bro. And it's just like, well, darn. That's what I get for trying to hype everything all up instead of just waiting to see what happens. I'm trying to build suspense, but genuine suspense, because I also believe in what I'm saying. Like, I genuinely believe, you know, if we can get dialed in with him here, then obviously, you know, we can get him right into competitive grade 1 winning fashion by the end of the year. That's 4-year-old season, he should just blow the doors off and just start to really show us his pedigree. That's the plan, but again, things don't always go according to the plan. Especially with me and Gallop Racer. I don't know if that's also part of the enjoyment of it. I know something random is going to happen that may irritate me, but like, I'll get over it eventually. You know, is that some weird slight relationship I have with the game outside of just liking the game for playing it and being able to interact with you guys on it, but is a part of it is just like some weird satisfaction,
Okay, this is where the
at least for me as a gamer, about knowing that, okay, random things can happen, and it's like, how are you going to respond to it? Are you just going to quit the game in rage, or are you going to actually make something happen, you know? Okay, I got to get him going now. You got to know what time it is. Ooh, overwhipped. You're still good, buddy. You're still good. Let's go. Ah, man. This is a race we could have won. That's something I want to redo. Overwhipping him really stopped his growth, but he's still digging in. We're going to finish 2nd, which is where we're supposed to be if we can get past the 7, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Nope, 7 is going to get us. Well, he finished 3rd. I think would have had a chance to win that had I not overwhipped him initially, but the favorite was Tropical Gem was still kind of clear. Yeah, wasn't the greatest stretch run, but they only give me a C's because I overwhipped the horse twice, and they consider that obviously a negative grade. If I didn't do that, that probably would have been A or something. So that's what I mean. I keep having those results with Monsters Legend when I feel like he should be winning, but he's just not winning. I don't get it. He's only got 1 grade 1 and 6 furlongs. I don't understand.
3, 2, 1.
His stats are too good, in my opinion, for me to not be winning those races, but I just, for whatever reason, can't get it quite figured out with him. I mean, we finished where we were supposed to, but I feel like those are races we can easily win. I think he's a good enough horse for that, but his stats are already pretty good, considering. Yeah, to win a domestic grade 1, that should be a cakewalk, but I do have to get started earlier on my spurts. I know that for sure. This game punishes you for that if you start too late. Unless you have a serious closer like Honeybee, then you can get away with it, maybe. Okay, so this is the final stats of Mustang Alpha. 915 turf. Mid-runner type. I mean, his growth type should be decent enough. I mean, those are response being 88, of course, is great. I mean, I guess when he hits his peak, most of those 50s will probably be 70s, but that's really it. Like, only 90 is gonna have his response. But you know what? Also, you know, a lot of 70s and maybe, you know, a 90 in there. That's not terrible, but we'll see how he goes. Mustang Alpha. Grit and Dominator. From Vivid Legend and Big Monster. His stats should be decent. I'd be shocked if they were just like mid-60s. That wouldn't make any sense. They have to hit mid-70s at least. Mustang Alpha. What stat should we focus on? We could just do balance. I think his guts needs to be better considering all the training that I did. We could go into speed as well. I'm just gonna keep it balanced because I mean his stats are pretty average across the board. I love that the game already tells you what your horses like to run. Like, why do people try to defend that about 2004? That's a stupid mechanic, man. There's no sense in hiding for us. Because, like, in reality, if this game had the option to actually do something like this version's training mode with, like, track times or, you know, running, like, you know, short workouts. If there was some mechanic in there to get all that to work, you would already know your horse's probably preferred length, potentially. Not all the time, though. Some horses, you have to run them on the track in a real race, but a lot of owners can figure out a general range through those workouts of where their horses are probably going to want to run as far as short or long. Some owners obviously decide to experiment between the two a lot, and then certain ones obviously see, okay, this horse looks like it's going to be better on turf. This horse looks like it's going to be better suited for a shorter race. You know, owners and trainers take that stuff into accountability. So I'm just saying, like, the game in 2004, I mean, there should have been a better mechanic to put that kind of unknown thing about your horse's leg type in there. There should have been something. So Paris GP. Yeah, we'll just run him in the Paris GP. Yeah, like, I mean, 10 meets, only 3 wins, 1 grade 1. That's so underachieving to me. It really is. I feel like his stats are pretty, like I said, he's 74 stam, almost 80 speed. Yeah, I gotta get better than that. Yeah, I gotta do better than that. It's bumming me out. But that's kind of how it's been with him. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because all of my races and I'm not winning with him, I'm just starting him too late. And that might be the case because I keep forgetting his response rating is only 34, so he's extremely slow to respond to your commands. So if I'm starting him, you know, just at a normal time, then it's like he's really not getting up to speed until it's too late. But if I were to start earlier, because I have to keep in mind his response time, then I feel like he'll get up to speed in just enough time to probably get past the horses. Vivid Dreams up in the Spring Mile Cup. Expected to finish 4th, I think. Yeah, 4th. So, and B's here. I mean, she's going to be hard to beat. Not as tough as I feel. That other race was pretty tough, but we'll see. I mean, this is going to be a real test to see if it's just, you know,
It's a
Dear Vivid Dream, or, you know, the game or something. Could be me, but I don't think that's the case. Like Social Branding, we were able to win that race by 7 lengths and set a record. You know, like I'm in rhythm with that horse. Monsters Legend, like I said, I think the low response rating is affecting me more than I realize, and I don't think I'm paying enough attention to it. I'm just kind of forgetting that he has a really bad response rating, and it's obviously affecting our outcomes if I'm, you know, losing out in the stretches because I didn't get him, you know, I didn't get him going soon enough. There's definitely something to that. So just gotta. I swear they're all out there like 5 wide. Like, what are you guys doing?
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Yeah. If Monsters Legend had a 70 or 60 response rating, I'm sure he'd probably be close to undefeated. I think it's actually, like I said, I think it's affected me more than I realized. And I think I may have gotten going too late here with Dare, but maybe not. Oh, maybe he's got a good run. I mean, he's riding here. He's not making huge grounds, but I mean, he's closing in now. Still closing in. Well, we were supposed to finish 4th, and we probably finished 5th, 6th, 7th. Wow. Yeah. I kind of got caught napping there, I'm not going to lie. Well, this adjustment is not going quite well, to say the least. You gotta figure it out. 12 furlongs. Am I even trying to push you that distance? We're like, what are you gonna accomplish doing that? But you know what? What do I have to lose? Yeah, that was a bad race. That was a bad race for sure. Oh, and I know for sure that it was too slow on the response. I don't know why I'm kind of seeming to miss on that. Social Brandy's up. 3rd favorite here in the Summer GP. Crafty Saints here. Private Crop, like, wonderful. Ambi's here, but she's not in the best shape, so. Yeah. Well, it's not the best of my day. I mean, we won a grade 1 by huge margins and set a record, and I feel like I'm just struggling on the other 2. I feel like I'm struggling on Dear Vivid Dream, not getting him going soon enough. And then Monsters Legend, the same thing. I keep forgetting his bad response rating, and I'm going too late. Not taking that into consideration. I was like, he needs to be in the lead by the time we hit turn 4, and I keep having him still back like 3 lanes trying to overtake. He's not that type of horse, I don't think. He should be based off of his pedigree, but I don't think he is. So yeah, it's definitely me starting too late. That's hurting us for sure. Yeah, like I really just gotta really pay attention because the spurts are different in this game. Like the mechanics on how these games play out between 2003 and 2004, they're quite different. At least I think so. I'm under the impression that some people think they're very similar, and I don't think they are. I think the games play quite differently as far as the movement is concerned. This is super like robotic-y to me. I don't feel like it feels like that in 2004. It feels very stiff. If I'm just sliding my thumb across the D-pad, like this is as smooth as it gets. Like that's not super smooth to me. Bad position. We're down like 2 spots. Relax, man. Oh my goodness, they're really gonna give me a bad position rating for that. That's crazy. So, social. Let's get you going now, buddy. I overwhipped, but I think he's strong enough to still make that happen. Oh no, that overwhip may have really hurt us because I gave the 9 a chance to clap back. Well, I guess it's the 3 dogs that are supposed to be at the front anyways, but we could have really won that race if I didn't overwhip. So I think we're clear of the 9. Yeah, we're a clear 2nd. Oh man, why am I overwhipping? I'm definitely struggling with the game adjustments. I've done a lot of racing in 2004 prior to this game. Still ass on the stretch, but overwhipping. I feel like I've done that in almost every race. It was much better. Now, Monsters Legend in the Paris. You're the favorite, 2nd favorite. Root Sharks, 10 horse field. All right, we got to make this happen. Like this needs to be a win for sure. This needs to be a win. There's no excuse. I don't have any excuse.
It's a beautiful day.
I don't have any excuse anymore. This must be a win.
Hands it off. That was a beautiful start.
Must be a win. Get him going early, Eric. Get him going early, Eric. Get him going early. Get him going early. I feel like I always want to sing songs like that with like that Mary Poppins like Wizard of Oz tune to tracks like these, and I have no idea why. That's super strange, isn't it? That has to be. But I always get a temptation when I'm racing on these type of tracks in the game to start singing those type of songs. What is that about? Like, am I bugging, or is that something the game is trying to tell me? On some like Squid Games type of like paranoia, like activity, Archive 81 type of stuff.
5 furlongs to go.
Like, I have no idea.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotta get him going now. We're way too far back. Oh, gosh. I overwhipped. Gosh, dang it. I'm driving as hard as I can. I feel like I think I started too late still. We got too much stamina left. We're supposed to finish second. I botched this for sure.
Show your guts.
Unless he really grinds out this last furlong. I mean, we're in third place. The finish line is coming. Wow, Monsters Legend, he's rolling, guys. Oh, I counted my boy out. Oh, what a ride! Oh, wow. We all have to be thinking about one horse that felt like that at some point. Because she's obviously connected.
It was all online, and you
I believe.
flying colors.
What a ride, dude. I really counted my boy out. I feel shameful for that. I really counted him out. I genuinely thought we were too far behind, but he actually exploded in that last furlong. Set the record by a length. I gotta watch that back. My boy was driving, man. Holy cow. I'm actually pretty surprised we won that race. I said that needed to be a win, of course, but I felt like I still kind of messed the spurt up, just going too late, and then again I overwhipped. You can whip a lot more in 2004, and I've been used to just being able to kind of just tap away, and then there not being any serious consequence because you just have like more whip bar energy basically. In this game, it's not that, unless you have a horse with like 95 heart rating, then it can kind of be like that. But like the average horse, you're very limited with your whip, so you have to be conscious of it. So I'm just kind of just going away at it, and that's why I keep over whipping. I'm not used to having, I haven't been adjusted to having to control the amount that I can whip yet, you know, because I've done like at this point hundreds of races in between the last episode and this one. You know, in between I was doing 2004, so just subconsciously and muscle memory wise, I'm just still used to that. Oh man, but look at Monsters driving in the stretch. I mean, I felt him getting stronger as the other horses started to tire out. Like, look, we were falling behind. Look, we were falling behind, and then he just started to drive. Like, he really just, he dug in, and then look, he's really picking up. These horses are tiring out. He's driving. He's getting stronger. I genuinely believed, and they still may not even give me a good rating for the stretch. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to save. Like, it always scares me in races like that where like your horse is catching the field, but then suddenly like they stop. You look at that meter on the right, that graph, and you see like, oh, we're not actually catching them now, and then it's just kind of like a stalemate, and then you're like, crap, this race is over. You're almost at that point of accepting defeat, but then it's like your horse gets a second wind, and with or without the ability, it doesn't matter, but it's like your horse gets a second wind. Then you start to see that you're actually starting to claw back into the race. That's scary, but that's such an awesome feeling at the same time. Yeah, it goes like, not bad. better one of my recent evals, but yeah, it's pretty freaky, man. So that was a win at, I forgot how many furlongs, I'll check afterwards. Monsters Legend is up in 12 furlongs, or Dear Vivid Dream, excuse me. Decent odds. Fourth favorite. Gotta get him going sooner too. And his stats are not terrible, but he's certainly on the decline. Like his response is 63, so it's better than Monsters Legend, that's for sure. The speed is only 69, his stam is only 59, his power is only 55. So yeah, he's not terrible, but he's certainly not a GWS contender at all.
It's a beautiful day for racing. The horses are on the track.
All right.
And they're off. That was a beautiful start.
We're off. So for Dear Vivid Dream here, what we need to do is he has a better response rating, 63, so it's still going to take a little bit of time for the message to get to him, but it's not like, you know, he's miles behind. 59 stam, I'm not sure how to run this. Yeah, I mean, with 69 speed, he doesn't have closing speed, and I've been trying to run him like that a little bit from behind, which is why I've also been starting him late, because I've just been in the mindset that he's fast enough to still make that work, but like, no, those days have been over. It's like I actually have to kind of get him out earlier in front for him to stay out in front. Like, I can't expect him to play like catch up, really. Monsters Legend, you know, has real speed, so he can make that work, but the Dear Vivid Dream is, you know, several points behind him, so. Okay.
Show your guts.
I'm driving now. Okay, don't overwhip.
2 furlongs to go.
There's no way these horses are about to catch me like that. The 6 is going past. Like, easily. Okay, stretch burst. He's fighting back. Okay, so Dear Vivid Dream isn't over the hill. It's not a win, but, I mean, that was a strong drive there. I mean, he's not done. I felt like I ran him like that in my other races, to be honest. I was just more conscious about getting started earlier this time. I don't know if that made that much of a difference or not. Monster Legend, that was the Paris GP. I'll check how long that was. So, second grade win for Monster, my boy. The thing I doubted you. Yeah, he's really solid, man. For Big Monster and Vivid Legend. Yeah. It'd be more fitting if he came from Honeybee, you know. I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, Mustang Alpha, I don't know what he's going to be like, so, you know, whatever. Maybe he'll just be a pretty horse to look at. Social rating, no. Who was I? No, I want to see how long that race was. Duh. Okay. 10 furlongs. Okay, cool. So, I feel like he might be going for an all-rounder title. What's his dirt rating? I think he could win on the dirt. A G1 on the dirt with these stats. I just have to put him in the right race. Alright. Alright, let me take a short intermission here. And, yeah, we're halfway through the year. 2-year-old's debut is going to be up here soon, I believe. So that's exciting. I don't know if I'm going to give him tack yet. I need to see what he's going to be about before we get all snazzly and dazzly, if that's even a word. Alright, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.